Hello, and welcome back to Pocket English Podcast. I am Sarah, and I am so happy you are here with us today. Whether you are walking to work, drinking your morning coffee, or just taking a quiet moment for yourself, you are doing something great for your English. Today, we are going to talk about a very specific situation. It is a situation that makes almost everyone nervous. We are talking about the job interview.
Hi everyone, I am Mark. And yes, Sarah, job interviews are scary. Even for native speakers, they are stressful. But for English learners, there is an extra layer of worry. You know you have the skills for the job. You know you are a hard worker. But you might worry that your English sounds a little bit too simple. You might feel like you sound like a student rather than a professional.
Exactly, Mark. That is a very common feeling. Imagine this. You are sitting in the interview. You are wearing your best clothes. You feel ready. The interviewer looks at your resume and asks, "Tell us about your last job." And you say something like this: "I made a plan for the project. I talked to the clients every day, and I fixed problems when they happened."
That sounds okay, right? The grammar is correct, the meaning is clear, but does it sound professional? Not really. It sounds a little bit small. It sounds a little bit basic. The words made, talked, and fixed are fine for chatting with friends, but in a job interview, they can make your experience sound less important than it actually is.
That is the trap of basic English. You are not making a mistake, but you are not selling yourself. Today, we are going to fix that. We are going to give you 5 power verbs. These are 5 specific words that you can swap into your sentences to instantly sound more professional, more capable, and more experienced.
I love this topic. It is like a wardrobe change for your vocabulary. You are taking off the t-shirt and jeans and putting on a suit. And the best part? These words are not difficult. You just need to know when to use them.
Before we jump into the first word, if you want to keep improving your English for real life, make sure you are subscribed to our channel. We release new pocket-sized lessons every week to help you speak with confidence. Okay, Mark, let's look at the first upgrade. What is the first basic word we need to stop using?
The first word to stop using in an interview is made. I made a report. I made a plan. I made a website. It is very common, but it is very weak.
Instead of made, we want you to use the power verb created, or if it's something technical, developed. Let's think about the difference. If you say, "I made a marketing plan," it sounds like you just put it together quickly. But if you say, "I created a marketing plan," it sounds like you used your imagination, your intelligence, and your skills. It sounds valuable.
Or think about software or systems. Don't say, "I made a new database." Say, "I developed a new database." Developed implies a process. It implies that you built it, tested it, and improved it. It's a much stronger word.
Let's practice this right now. I want you to listen to the basic sentence first, and then we'll practice the professional version together. Listen to the difference. Basic: I made a training program for new staff. Now listen to the professional version. I developed a training program for new staff.
That sounds much better. Now I want you to say it. I will say the sentence, and then I will leave a quiet space for you to repeat it out loud. Are you ready? Here we go. I developed a training program.
Good. Let's try one with created. Repeat after me. I created a new system for the team.
Excellent. Already you sound more like a manager and less like a beginner. Let's move to the second upgrade. This is a big one. It is the word fixed.
Oh yes, fixed. I fixed the computer. I fixed the customer complaint. Again, it's not wrong, but fixed sounds like you just used some tape or glue. It sounds like a handyman task. In a professional job, we don't just fix things. We understand them and we make them right permanently.
So instead of fixed, we want you to use the power verb resolved. Resolved is a beautiful word. It means you found the solution and ended the problem. You can also use solved, which is good, but resolved sounds even more diplomatic and final.
Let's look at an example. Imagine you work in customer service. A basic answer would be, "The customer was angry, so I fixed the problem." It's a little short. A professional answer would be, "The customer was upset, but I resolved the issue quickly." That word issue is also a nice upgrade from problem, but let's focus on the verb, resolved. It shows you have critical thinking skills. It shows you can handle pressure. Let's practice. I'm going to give you a sentence about a technical problem. I want you to use resolved. Listen first. I resolved the technical issue on the website. Now it's your turn. Repeat after me. I resolved the technical issue. Let's try one more with solved, just so you have variety. Repeat after me. I solved a complex problem for the client. Very good. You are doing great. Let's take a deep breath and move to number 3. This is one I hear all the time. It is the phrase, talked to.
I talked to my boss. I talked to the sales team. I talked to the suppliers. The problem with talked to is that it is one way. It sounds like you just said words at them. It does not show teamwork. It does not show that you listened.
In business, relationships are everything. So instead of talked to, we want you to use the power verb collaborated with. To collaborate means to work together to achieve a goal. It is much more than just talking.
Or, if you simply want to say you exchanged information, use communicated with. But collaborated is my favorite because every boss wants to hire a team player. If you say, I collaborated with the design team, it means you helped them and they helped you.
Let's hear the difference. Basic, I talked to the marketing department about the project. Professional, I collaborated with the marketing department on the project. Do you hear how that second one sounds more active?
It definitely does. Let's practice that pronunciation. It is a long word. Collaborated. Collaborated. Let's try it in a sentence. Repeat after me. I collaborated with the sales team.
Let's try one with communicated. This is good for when you are talking about clients or customers. Repeat after me. I communicated clearly with the clients.
Perfect. Now we are arriving at the 4th upgrade. And honestly, Sarah, this might be the most important one because this is the word that everyone overuses. It is the word did.
I did the inventory. I did the schedule. I did the project. Did is the most generic verb in the English language. It tells the interviewer almost nothing about what your role actually was. Did you lead it? Did you just help a little bit? Did you just finish it? We don't know.
So we need to be specific. Instead of did, use managed or handled. If you are in charge, use managed. If you took care of a specific task, use handled.
For example, do not say I did the weekly schedule. Say I managed the weekly schedule. This implies responsibility. It implies that if something went wrong, you were the one to fix it. Sorry, to resolve it.
Or if you deal with money or difficult situations, use handled. Instead of saying I did the customer refunds, say I handled the customer refunds. It sounds trustworthy. It sounds like you are capable.
Let's practice managed first. Think about a project you worked on. You didn't just do it, you managed it. Repeat after me. I managed the project from start to finish.
And now let's try handled. Think about a difficult situation. Repeat after me. I handled the situation professionally.
Wonderful. So now you have these 4 amazing verbs: developed, resolved, collaborated, and managed. But there is one more trap, and this is a pronunciation trap.
Yes, this is crucial. You can choose the best vocabulary in the world, but if you do not pronounce the ending correctly, the interviewer might get confused about when it happened. We are talking about the past simple ending, the ed.
Many learners see the letters ed and they want to say ed, like develop ed or resolve ed. But in English, that E is often silent or it changes sound. If you say I managed the team, it sounds choppy, it sounds unnatural.
So we are going to do a quick pronunciation gym. We are going to categorize our 4 new verbs into their correct sounds. We have 2 groups here. Group 1 is where the ed sounds like a soft D, and group 2 is where the ed sounds like id.
Let's start with the soft D. This is for resolved and managed. You do not say resolve ed, you say resolved. It is one smooth sound at the end. Resolved. Imagine there is no E, just a V and a D. Resolved. Same with managed. It is not manage ed, it is managed. The sound vibrates in your throat. Managed. Let's practice these 2. Repeat after me. I resolved the issue. And the next one. Repeat after me. I managed the team. Good. Do not add an extra syllable. Keep it tight. Now let's look at the second group. This is the id sound. We use this when the verb ends in a T or a D sound nicely. This applies to created and collaborated. Here you actually do hear the extra syllable. Listen, created. It sounds like id at the end. Collaborated. So for these words, make sure you pronounce that final beat clearly. Let's practice. Repeat after me. Created. I created a plan. And the long one. Repeat after me. Collaborated. I collaborated with them. That is the secret. If you get the vocabulary right and you get the past tense ending right, you are going to sound fantastic. You are going to sound like the professional that you are. So we have covered a lot today. We learned to stop saying made, fixed, talked to, and did. And we learned to start saying developed, resolved, collaborated, and managed. Here is my challenge for you. This is your homework for today. I want you to find your CV or your resume. Maybe it is on your computer, or maybe you have a paper copy. I want you to read through your experience section. Take a red pen or a highlighter. Circle every time you see the word did, made, worked, or fixed. I bet you will find at least 3 or 4 of them.
And then cross them out. Write one of your new power verbs above it. Change I made a report to I created a report. Change I fixed a problem to I resolved a problem.
Read your new sentences out loud. Listen to how much stronger they sound. That feeling of confidence, that is what you are going to take into your next interview.
And remember, an interview is just a conversation. The more natural and prepared you feel, the better that conversation will go. You have the skills. Now you have the words to match them.
Thank you so much for listening to Pocket English Podcast today. We are so proud of you for taking this time to improve. If you found this lesson helpful, please hit the like button and subscribe. It really helps us create more lessons for you.
And tell us in the comments, which power verb is your favorite? Which one are you going to use in your resume? We love reading your answers.
Have a wonderful day, stay confident, and keep practicing. We will see you in the next episode. Bye for now.
Bye, everyone.